is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Being chased out left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Now here's Vick, eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Taken at about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. A dump off to Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. From the left side, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Michael Vick. Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just a quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick. Flushed out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Play action now. Vick steps away. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Here's Johnson with a reception. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Vick to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick on the move to his left. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. On play action, Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 10, Vick dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Buying time to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ty Law. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 39. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 29 yards. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. Escaping the pressure. Vick loses the football. It's out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man is Hill.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like that? And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse, Alea.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.